Okay, guys, I wanted to share something that was a little bit frustrating for me, but I wanted to talk about this a little bit. Here's a Skyway jersey. Now, as I mentioned before, I'm a big Skyway fan, and I came up with this idea that maybe I could put some Skyway gear together and just go have some fun at the track with it. And I was kind of excited by it. Now, here's the problem with this. I bought this jersey on eBay, and I'm not that happy with it, and let me explain why. So this is my current jersey situation before we get into the Skyway one. This is my current fly jersey, and had my name and number put on the back, all that good stuff. This is a size large, fits perfect. This is my old race jersey, Westside BMX, my cousin's race team. I really like this jersey. This was probably a race team that was back in like 2013. So it's old, but custom made, number on the back. This is one of my favorite jerseys. Anyway, this is a large. Fits pretty good, even though it runs a little bit small. And actually, come to think of it, yeah, it's an adult medium, and it still fits. It's a little snug, but it still fits. This was this jersey belonged to Christian Besserine, and it has autographs from the other riders from the team as well. This was a gift from my cousin. I need to get this framed or something. I just never did anything with it. This jersey is actually, I believe, oh, it's a large. I've actually put this on. Fits perfect. Okay, moving on. This is one of my newer fly jerseys. This is more of a practice jersey, but large, fits perfect. And then finally, this is my first fly jersey. I think I got this one in 2012. I have the uniform pants for these two, but anyway, this fits perfect. It's a large. Now, here's the funny thing. Going back to the Skyway jersey for a second. Now, I wanted to do something different, so I decided, I'm going to get a retro Skyway jersey. So finding a Skyway jersey is almost impossible. Like, nobody makes Skyway jerseys. This was the only one I could actually find online was with Planet BMX, and it's a cotton jersey. This is a more of a nylon blend, so it's got that silky feeling to it. It's going to wash and wear very well. It's going to last a long time, a lot like a fly jersey. The cotton jerseys, they're really just replicas. You wash them a few times, they're going to wear out, so that's why I didn't want one of those. Anyway, I bought this. The first one I bought, and I'm not going to say who sold it to me because I'm not trying to hurt anybody's business, but the first one I bought was a large. And when that jersey showed up, I figured it'll be perfect because all of those are larges and they fit fine. This thing showed up in the large the first time, way too small. I put it on and it was like a second skin. I go, there's just no way I could race in this. This looks like a child's jersey. It fit like a small medium or a small itself. It was just way too small. So I measured out one of my jerseys and I sent the dimensions with this jersey when I sent it back to the guy who sold me this. And I go, these are the dimensions on this jersey, which actually fits perfect. Can you match it with this? And his reply was, well, all jerseys are cut different, which I understood. He said, let me just get you the next size up. Now, the next size up was extra large. Now, I'm not a big guy, and I've never worn extra large anything. So when he said he's going to send me an extra large, I was thinking, well, the large is so small, we'll see. This is the extra large, and it is still too tight. Like from here to here, so I guess you could say armpit to armpit. It is still very tight across the chest. And I'm not a big guy. I'm a 32-inch waist. I weigh about 160. So wearing a large jersey is a good fit for me. And if you look at the large jersey compared to the large jersey, it's kind of hard to see. But this thing is bigger, and this is supposed to be extra large. So that was the frustrating part about the whole situation. And I think I paid like 50, $60 for this, and a couple things too. Now, the quality of the jersey itself, like I have to admit, it's a good quality jersey, but there's some things that are not correct. Like the bottom cuff on a Skyway jersey, this should be blue, and then the neck line should be all blue, and you can see it's just white. So that looked a little off, but I didn't let that bother me so much. And then I did like the lettering on the side. It did have the red stripes on the side, the USA logo on the shoulder. Thought that was a nice touch. But here's like the couple things that I just didn't like, and I'll show you what I mean. If you look at the neckline and where the Skyway logo actually starts, it just seems really low to me. Plus the Skyway logo itself seems kind of small. Back in the 80s when I had my first Skyway jersey, I remember the Skyway logo kind of going from shoulder to shoulder. It was significant, and this one just looks really small. So that kind of threw me off. Plus, it felt like it was just too low. Now, if you look at the back of the jersey, here's the part that really threw me off. Now, the back of the jersey is not correct. This logo, Skyway Recreation, goes on the front. On the back, it should just say Skyway right here. And then the factory team would say factory team right here. So this didn't look right. Now, honestly, I didn't really hate on this too much because I was thinking, well, it doesn't look bad. It actually looks kind of cool. So I wasn't really too shook up about that, although I knew this was incorrect. And then secondly, I said, I'll tell you what, since I'm sending it back, can you put my name on the back? And this is, again, something I was disappointed by. It's just black. It's on there good. It's silk screened in, but it's just plain block letters. It really looks like it's a typewriter. And the letters are black. And I was like, oh, that doesn't look good at all. You know, first of all, this should be red with a black lining. I would have just liked it in red, actually, instead of black, and maybe have a different font. If you look at some of my past jerseys, I have this one again was custom made, but look how nice that looks as compared to that. It's like night and day. And then even with my Fly jersey, I had this done at Stockton Power Sports. It's a motorcycle shop out here, and they did a great job. You know, they had, although this is basically just type of an iron-on type situation, I've washed and worn this dozens of times, and it has not peeled in any way. It's got a little bit of wear on it, but nothing that I would complain about. And look at the block lettering. It's perfect as compared to that. So anyway, lesson learned for me, buying jerseys off eBay may not be the best way to go. This is not something that I would consider raceable. I'm going to try to search for other options to get another jersey done. So this was kind of just, like I said, a lesson learned. At least it's kind of nice to just say I have it and I can just hang it up, and that's about all I'm going to do with it. But anyway, just wanted to share that little story. If you're thinking about going online and buying some of these retro jerseys, just be really careful where you get it from. And I would inquire with other people that are looking for this kind of stuff to get an idea of whether or not it's worth buying. I actually talked to a friend of mine off Facebook today, and he turned me on to a couple different places where he's actually bought some retro stuff, and it was pretty good quality. But I don't know, this was a disappointment. But I will say this, the customer service was not bad. The guy who sold it to me, when I told him the problem with it being too small, he said, ship it back, he'll send me another one. And I did. I shipped it back. He sent me another one. I asked him to put the name on the back. He did exactly that. It wasn't what I wanted, but at least he did it. And this whole situation costs money. Obviously, I paid $50 for this, or maybe 55, I can't remember. And then I had to ship back the old one, which was $15 more. Now I'm $65 into it, and I don't have a product that I really want. So lesson learned. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.